everyone. I'm back to do another craft project with you, and I was thinking, what can I use that I probably have a lot of in my house? And I realized these paper towel and toilet paper tubes are starting to collect. I saved them because I thought maybe I could use them for something. And I thought, there's got to be some sort of a project that I can do with these paper towel tubes. And I was looking on Google, and I found these pictures of all kinds of beautiful flower designs that you can make with these toilet paper tubes, and I will link the pictures that I found along with this video. So the first thing you have to do is cut this toilet paper tube into strips that are about 1/2 inch wide, and I did that with a few of these here. Be very careful because sometimes these tubes can be thick. So I'm just going to cut this paper towel tube and put the strips here on my tray. While I'm doing this, I'll also talk to you about some of the other materials I've got here. What I'm going to do is use a fastener. Now, a fastener is just something that joins two pieces together. Now, I have glue, which I can use as a fastener to stick two of these pieces of tube together. I brought tape with me in case the glue didn't work. And I brought this other kind of glue. So we'll see what works. I'm using only what I happen to have at home, and because I can't go out and buy things that I need. So I'm still not sure how well this is going to work. So you guys are part of an exciting experiment. And after you watch me do this, I hope you give it a try at home. With this scissor part, you may want to ask for help from a grown-up. So do you see how I'm just slicing off pieces? And I'm trying to make them kind of the same thickness because I want to create a design or a pattern. A pattern is when you see a design that repeats itself. A pattern can be made with shapes, or numbers, or letters. It's any kind of design that you see happening over and over again. So if I did a rainbow, and a rainbow has red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then I did it again, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, that repetition would be part of a pattern. And you would see a pattern on, fabrics, like on your clothing. You may see patterns when you're walking around on houses. And what I'm hoping to do today is make a pattern with these little kind of circles that I'm making. So let's see. I'm almost done cutting. There we go. That didn't take too long. So I'm going to move these here so you can see my work area a little bit better. So what I want to do, these little rings, when I squeeze the ends together, I can create a shape that to me looks like a flower petal. And what I want to do is arrange these in a pattern so that it can look like a flower. So let's see. Let me move this. Might have even worked best right where I had it. So I'm just going to lay these next to each other. And I'm not gonna glue them together yet because I want to see if I like the pattern that I'm making first before I make a commitment. So before I stick to anything, I want to try it out and see how it works. So let's see if you can you see that? I kind of like that. So the next step that I'm going to do is use my glue to stick or fasten these petals together. So I'm just going to start with a drop of glue, and I'm going to stick these together. And after you stick them, you don't want to move them around a whole lot. You want to give them a chance to dry. That's the thing about glue. Maybe with my glue stick. Oh, see? This is the magic of YouTube. I opened up this glue stick and I see that it's used. So I guess I have no choice but to use my other glue or my tape. I'm thinking that if you have a stapler at home, you can very carefully staple petals together. Maybe want to ask an adult at home also. So I will tell you that I'm not using a whole bunch of glue. Look at that teeny amount of glue that I have. I don't want to start plopping huge amounts of glue because that's how you make a mess. And that's how you keep the glue, it stays wet when there's too much glue. So if you use a smaller amount, it actually dries faster. And you might also want to blow on it like this a little bit. So I'm just continuing to paste my flower petals together. I was so excited when I saw this on the internet because some of them are really big. You can glue enough of these flower petals together to cover up a whole wall. Like you can put it up like a piece of artwork. So I am about to hold this up for you. Okay. I'm gonna blow on this. You also might want to hold onto it like that. So that's my first little flower. Now I just want to talk a little bit about this flower because I'm noticing something. Let me hold it up. This flower design that I just made makes me think of something in math. I'm gonna bring my camera over here. This is a shape that actually is symmetrical. When something is symmetrical, that means it looks exactly the same if you split it in half. So let's see, if I covered half of my design with this paper towel, well, that's not standing up very well. Let's see. If I covered half of my design with the paper towel, it would look the same on this side and also on this side. Okay, I can also cover it this way so that it looks, so if I cut it in the middle, going horizontally, it looks the same on this side as well as that side. So symmetrical just means when something looks the exact same after you cut it in half, and it looks the same on each side. I'm going to keep going because I have so many more of these petals. Something else that I saw in the pictures online, and you can try these if you have something at home to use. I've seen people cover the center of the flower with either a jewel or a button. So I'm going to put this button in the center using my glue. Another thing that I want to say, when I was thinking of doing this project with you guys, I started searching through my closets, and one of the things that I did was look in my sewing kit. The sewing kit is just where I keep needle and thread and buttons and things that fall off of my clothes. And your parents might have a sewing kit at home. So if you want to try this, you should ask them, hey, Mom, Dad, do we have a sewing kit where we keep old buttons? If you don't have buttons, I can see you maybe gluing 1 or 2 pieces of macaroni in the middle, because look at how nice it looks when you glue something. See how nice that looks? If you wanted to, you can even create a stem for your flower. Now, I found these shish kebab sticks, and I think what I'm going to do is glue that shish kebab stick onto my flower, and I might even put petals along the stick, and then I can stick this in my backyard, or I can make this some sort of a picture that I put on the wall. You could also paint these if you have paint at home, but I don't have any paint here, so I'm just going to keep it the natural color, and I think it looks just as nice. But for now, what I want to do is continue my design. So I'm going to stick some more petals this way and kind of, I don't know, make this design come out a little bit more. Let's see. I think I like that. So the great thing about this project is you don't have to glue it right away. You can just place the petals where you think you might want them to go. And if you want to change it, you can change it. And then when you finally have the design the way that you like it, then you can stick it on permanently with the glue. When you stick something on permanently, that means that it's there for good. Can't move it again. Let's see. Let's see what happens when I keep sticking and sticking and sticking. Like that. I kind of like just saying stick and stick and stick and stick and stick. Here we go. Stick. Let's see. So, take a look. That's a way bigger design. What do you think? Do you think that I should glue that together? Looks kind of pretty. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work on gluing this together so that it becomes permanent. Then I'm going to take a picture of it and upload it with this tutorial. And I'm going to upload the pictures that I saw on the internet when I first got this idea. So remember, you just need to clip some pieces off of a paper towel tube, and then you can arrange the petals in a flower, and then keep sticking the petals in depending on how many you have. If I had about 10 or 15 paper towel tubes, I could have used a whole bunch of petals and made this a really big design to cover my entire table. But I kind of like the pattern that I have here. So I can't wait for you to check this video out and to see my final design. I hope you guys have fun trying this at home. Okay? Bye.